Hi, hello, hi. Um, so I am making a vlog. I'm answering questions that babies have asked me. Not like actual babies, but you guys. Um, so I'm just gonna hop to it, I guess. Um, First question. Do you still like to experiment with your menstrual blood? Have the negative comments put you off posting about it online? I found your blog through your blood jar post, and I think you're such an inspiration. Much love to you and your daddy. I have never really experimented with my menstrual blood. I made cookies once. Um, I'm really comfortable. I'm really into my blood. I think it's really cool. But I've just made cookies once, and I have some. I have a lot in a jar, but it just hangs out in the jar. I don't really do anything with it. And my I've been going through some hormonal changes, so I haven't been bleeding. I've been bleeding a lot, significantly less than I ever have. So I'm not really collecting it or anything anymore. But I have no issue talking about my blood online at all, because I'm still all about it. And I don't care what the assholes say, because I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Next question. Do you get to have sex pretty much every single day? I get to have sex when I get to have sex. But as I was saying, I've been going through some physical changes, which I don't really understand or whatever. They might have something to do with my fibromyalgia. I'm not really sure. So my libido has changed. Daddy says it's because I'm getting old. But I don't think that's what it is. So it's really kind of strange, because I'm not as lustful as I used to be, but I'm still very desiring of sex. It's a really weird balance, because I still want it. I'm just not as motivated to try and make it happen. So I have sex when I can. I pretty much, I still don't really say no. I try to get it as much as I can, but there's sometimes my body's just I'm not really thinking about this right now. Next question. I thought you said previously you weren't into the peeing thing because it's relation to your history of sexual abuse. I'm not into the peeing thing. Partners pee on each other. At least me and my partner do.
This is totally normal, right? You just take a shower and pee on each other.
So, yeah, it's not a sexual thing. I have issues. I don't want anybody peeing in my mouth. That would be that would really mess me up, because that would relate to my sexual abuse, or trigger something. I don't even know. I just said trigger. Oh my god. But yeah, the idea of anybody peeing in my mouth, that is off limits. Not happening. But I don't care if anybody pees on me, or if I pee on anybody. It doesn't arouse me in any way. But whatever. My hair looks super crazy. Crazy. Next question. Oh, get out of here. What are you doing? Okay, so I just started talking to this guy, and he told me he has genital herpes type 2. I'm female. We have not been intimate yet. I really like him a lot, but I'm scared. I don't want to leave. I don't want to contract herpes either. Do you think you could give me some advice? Tell me a little bit about it. I've done research and I know a little bit about it, but I want an actual person's point of view. I don't know what exactly you want. You want me to say. Herpes type 2 is more aggressive than type 1. viral shedding is far more common, therefore it's far more easy. It's easier to spread when the virus isn't visible, but it can still be present on the skin. Like, so you can still spread it when there's not an outbreak, whereas with type 1, that's far less common, or far less likely anyway. So, I mean, if you were intimate with him, whether you used a condom or not, there would still be a risk of you contracting the virus. So it's kind of just your choice to make. Yeah, I mean, you can have sex without, like, actually putting his penis inside of your cunt. It's it's your call. I don't really know what you want me to say. Herpes doesn't go away, so there's that. But also, it's not really a big deal either. It's highly stigmatized. I mean, nobody wants herpes. Herpes sucks. I'm not trying to, like, downplay it, but it's not a huge deal either. So yes, I am trying to downplay it. It's not a big deal. Next question. What do you think of the book Lolita? Never read the book. Don't really have an opinion on it. I like the movie. The old one, I haven't seen the one that was made in, like, the 90s or whatever. But I like the old one. Next question. If you were friends with person A and knew they were cheating on person B, would you tell person B if you only knew person B through friendship with person A? Would you be willing to sacrifice your relationship with person A in order to save person B from pain/lies? So this is a very confusing question, the way it's worded. So essentially say, like, you had, like, your best friend was cheating on their girlfriend or boyfriend or their partner. Okay, your best friend was cheating on their partner, but you only knew their partner because, like, of your best friend. Would you feel inclined to tell their girlfriend? That's essentially what they're asking me. Or partner, whatever. No. I would have, like, some real talk with the best friend and just be like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you being an asshole? But as far as, like, sticking my nose in other people's shit, I generally try to keep myself out of other people's relationships, breakups, issues, whatever. Just because it's just none of my business. It's not my place. So no, I wouldn't say anything. If they, like, came to me and they asked me, that would be a different story. If, like, the partner came to me and was like, hey, I think they're fucking around. Are they fucking around? I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna lie to you. They totally are. But I'm not gonna make it a point to go out of my way to let them know and all that stuff. But there would be some definite conversations had with the best friend, because being an asshole is not okay. Next question. What kind of workout do you do other than sex? You have a fucking fabulous body. I am so jealous. I am not very disciplined with... you scared me. You spooked me. I'm not very disciplined with my workout stuff. I do it sometimes. I used to be more disciplined with it.
But not right now.
But not right now.
So what you're saying is sometimes you're goody. Right now you're naughty.
Exactly. So when I do it though, I do a lot of lunges, squats.
That's both of them together though, dog.
Lunges, squats, leg lifts, and then, like, normal stuff. Some of the stuff I do, I don't even know what it's called. I'm just like, this is good for this area. I do this and it stimulates these muscles, which, affect, like, all of this. Yeah, so I'm not, like, super aggressive about it. When I do work out, I only usually do it for about 15 to 20 minutes, but it makes me feel like shit, and that's why I'm really bad about it, because my body just does not like it. It doesn't matter like how much I do it, how frequently I do it. I just feel like my body doesn't release those like super feel good endorphins you're supposed to get when you work out. I just feel like shit for like 3 days afterwards for working out for like 20 minutes. It's really dumb. But anyway, that's not what you're asking about. You're asking about what exercises I do. Mostly I just focus on the lower half of my body. I'll do like some crunches and some sit-ups, and but mostly just like lift squats, lunges, variations of like different squats and all that stuff. I'm sure you could like Google like some fly booty workouts and stuff if you want. Next question. What was your son's birth like? Do you want more kids in the future? My son's birth was really easy. I mean, as far as like giving birth goes, I didn't have any issues throughout my labor. My body was like super on top of shit, just as far as kind of directing me, telling me like what to do and all of that. It was really painful, like hands down like the most painful thing I've ever experienced, but also it felt really good at the same time. It felt really, really incredible. It was like simultaneous, like pain and pleasure, I guess. Which is, I think, was the first time that I've ever experienced anything like that, and I'm just like, wow, this is really cool and kind of crazy. I had really bad back labor, which like was probably the worst part. After, he was out of my body and I was up and walking around and stuff, my lower back hurt so bad from having people take turns like pushing their fist into the small of my back and just like grind it and twist it, because that was the only thing that would make it feel better. So like my cunt felt fine. I was like, this is totally cool, but my back is hurting me so bad. It was like purple and swollen and bruised from people pushing on it, but I needed it at the time. Yeah, I really liked giving birth. I thought it was like a really cool experience. It felt very animal and raw, and I would do it again. Like even after he was born, I said I would do that again, like any day, just to feel that good, because the endorphins and everything that you get are just really incredible. Do I want more kids in the future? No. I decided, I used to want a lot of kids. I used to want like 4 or 5, and then I decided that I'm not willing to make the sacrifices that I would have to make in order to have more children. And because it's easy to have like one kid and like still do your thing and live your life and all of that. When you have like 2 or 3, it's a lot harder to live for yourself, and that's something that's really important to me. Also, I feel like if I were to have more children there, it wouldn't be fair to them, because I feel like I've already had the perfect child for me, and I'm not really, I know that I wouldn't get a second round of that. I know I could end up with like a total monster hellion, and I wouldn't even know what to do with it. So no, I don't want any more kids. I might like try to do foster parenting or something in a few years, but right now I'm good with what I got. Next question. Do you have any career dreams? I want to be a sex educator when I grow up and get big. I'm going to start school eventually at some point once I stop being terrified of taking my GED. But once I do that, I'm going to start school and become a sex educator of some sort. I want to be fluent in American Sign Language, because there's not really very many sexual health educators that also sign, and that's something that's like really interesting to me, and I kind of I get really excited thinking about it, so I'm gonna try and do that. Next question. I know you're very against using soap/cream on genitals. What are your thoughts on baby wipes, both for use of babies and adults? No. Any sort of like detergent, yuck stuff that is not water or something to like help fix or balance the pH or whatever in your fucking cunt. I'm not about it. I'm not about it at all. I don't even use soap on my body. And a lot of people hear that and they're just kind of like, oh my God. But I'm not a dirty baby. I'm not a stinky baby. You don't need it. Like, we're conditioned to think that we do need it, but we don't. We really, actually don't. As far as baby wipes go, even like having had a child, I made my own baby wipes out of fleece and flannel. I sewed it together and I made my own wipey spray stuff. I kept it in a spray bottle. And in all honesty, I can't even remember what I made it out of. But it worked just fine for him. As far as like baby wipes for adults, I think that's like, for cunts, I think it's like a huge no-no. Like they make those like Summer's Eve wipes or whatever for when you're on your period. I think that's awful. A lot of people like to wipe their butt with baby wipes because it makes them feel cleaner. You know, to each their own. I wouldn't and don't do that. But I'm just very against baby wipes and like soap and everything like that. So yeah. Last question. This is fairly gross and I'm sorry I have to ask, but I'm having this weird yellow discharge. It's not an STD because I haven't had sex and all the internet is telling me is that it's an STD. I can't afford to go to the doctor anytime soon either. Do you have any idea what it could possibly be? It sounds like you have BV, but I'm not a doctor. But being that you have sex, it's probably not an STD. So my guess is bacterial vaginosis. You can treat that with boric acid pretty easily. You can usually get it at like any pharmacy. Don't tell the fucking pharmacist that you're buying it to treat like anything in your vagina because they don't know that it's that you can use it for that. Generally, it's used as like an antiseptic or an eye wash, but it does magic things for vaginas. But if you say like, hey, I'm thinking about putting this in my cunt, they're going to be like, no, what are you doing? That's crazy. So, because they don't know what's up. But it's totally fine. So if you just get some boric acid and some gel caps, and you just pack the boric acid into the gel caps, put it in at bedtime for maybe 2 or 3 nights, it should fix your problem. If it doesn't, then you might need to go to the doctor. There could be like free clinics or whatever around where you live. I don't know where you live. Google it. Also, you could also go to the also you could also also you could go to the health department in your area because sometimes they do like free stuff there. But like I said, I'm not a doctor, but it sounds like you have BV. You could treat it no problem with boric acid. If you don't have bacterial vaginosis, like the boric acid isn't going to hurt you. If anything, it's just going to fix your pH or just make your vagina feel happy. So, yeah. Anyway, that's all my questions. So I'm going to shut up because this video is almost 20 minutes long. But, yeah, okay.